Welcome to Curiosity, where we explore the latest and most fascinating topics in science. Today we are going to talk about a very important and alarming topic: the collapse of our civilization. Yes, you heard me right. According to some experts, our current way of life is unsustainable and we are heading towards a disaster that could end our civilization as we know it by 2050. How did they come to this conclusion? And what can we do to prevent it? Let's find out. The first thing we need to understand is that civilizations are not immortal. History shows us that many great civilizations have risen and fallen in the past, such as the Roman Empire, the Maya, the Anasazi, and many others. What causes these collapses? Well, there are many factors, but two of them stand out: ecological strain and economic stratification. Ecological strain means that we are using up more resources than nature can provide, such as water, soil, forests, and fish. This leads to environmental degradation, climate change, and resource scarcity. Economic stratification means that there is a huge gap between the rich and the poor, and that the elites hoard most of the wealth and resources, leaving little or nothing for the commoners. This leads to social unrest, inequality, and conflict. These two factors are interrelated and mutually reinforcing. For example, climate change can worsen resource scarcity, which can increase inequality and violence. Inequality can reduce social cohesion and cooperation, which can hamper our ability to solve our problems. And so on. This is not just a theoretical scenario. It is based on a computer model developed by scientists at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the 1970s. The model, called Limits to Growth, LTG, projected the future of our civilization based on various trends and variables. The model predicted that if we continue with business as usual, our civilization will collapse by 2040 due to overshooting our ecological limits and social breakdown. The model was widely criticized and dismissed at the time, but recent data shows that it was surprisingly accurate. A study published in 2014 compared the model's predictions with actual data from 1970 to 2000 and found that they matched very well. The study concluded that the current trajectory of world population, industrialization, pollution, food production, and resource depletion continues to closely follow the LTG, standard run, scenario. So what can we do to avoid this grim fate? Well, there is no easy answer, but some possible steps include reducing our consumption of resources, shifting to renewable energy sources, promoting social justice and equity, strengthening our democratic institutions and civic participation, and fostering a culture of cooperation and solidarity. These are not impossible goals, but they require a radical change in our mindset and behavior. We have a choice. We can either continue with business as usual and face the collapse of our civilization by 2050, or we can act now and create a more sustainable and resilient future for ourselves and generations to come. The clock is ticking. What will you do? That's all for today's episode of Curiosity. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for more amazing science stories.